If you haven't been living under a rock for the past 6 months, then you probably know it's the election time in America, which occurs every 4 years, where the people vote for the next president of the United States. And that's what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be explaining about how America votes. But before I talk, I need to talk briefly about American history. America was originally occupied by Native Americans, also known as Indian Americans. These Indian Americans lived in tribes and were very similar to Australia's Aboriginal people. However, soon this changed. On October the 12th, 1492, a Spanish explorer named Christopher Columbus found America. Soon the news about America spread across Europe and all the countries wanted its land, especially because America had an abundance of gold beneath its soil. A few centuries later, European countries had claimed most of America and defeated many Native Americans. It is estimated that over 12 million Native Americans died during 1492 and 1900. In the 16th century, America was a group of colonies run by different countries, with most of the colonies owned by England. In these colonies, a group of citizens rebelled. This group included George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Lincoln. They wanted the colonies united and America to have independence. In the end, they won independence on the 4th of July, 1776, and became one of the world's first democratic nations. They realized they need to write a brand new constitution, but no one could agree on what a new government should look like. The election of a president was the single most difficult issue. Do you have a committee? And how are they chosen? James Wilson had the idea of letting people choose the president by popular vote, but with so many objections and months of arguing, they finally agreed on Wilson's revised idea of an indirect election. So in 1787, they had a plan for a brand new government and the Electoral College. The Constitution was signed. The Electoral College was designed to balance the powers of government and protect the rights of the people. After lots of tweaking and amendments, the winner-takes-all system began and is still in place today. When Americans vote for the US president, they are really voting for an elector in their state. This is a person who is a representative of the candidate's party, either Republican or Democrat. There are 538 electors who then vote for the president on behalf of what the people in their state. You need 270 of these votes to win the presidency. Each state is given a number of electoral votes based on their population, but there is a minimum of 3 electoral votes, which flaws the system, as states with larger populations are underrepresented, but states with smaller populations are overrepresented. The Electoral College is a winner-takes-all system where the candidate with the highest number of popular votes in the state claims all of the state's electoral votes. Pennsylvania was a crucial deciding state in the 2020 election because it accounts for 20 out of the 538 Electoral College votes in the Electoral College system. Biden's party, the Democrats, won 50% of the people's votes, whereas Trump's party, the Republicans, won 48.8% of the people's votes. This meant that Biden got all 20 of the Electoral College votes, whereas Trump only got 0. This system can mean the candidate with the most national popular votes doesn't necessarily win the presidency, e.g. Trump versus Hillary 2016, where Hillary got 2.87 million more votes than Trump, but Trump got more votes in the states with more Electoral College votes, such as Texas, which had 38 Electoral College votes, and Arizona, which had 11. So ask yourselves, why hold an election if you don't care who received the most votes? An issue with this system is that America's states are individually responsible for counting the votes, and they can decide on who can vote. However, to alter the vote, they would originally need government permission. But this rule was abolished in 2013, meaning that nowadays, states can just change their voting laws whenever they want, as long as the laws aren't against the Constitution. So, this was just a brief explanation of the US election system, a system that has lots of flaws, but somehow it works for one of the world's strongest democracies.
That's all, folks.